Sorry for the connection problem. Yeah, sorry for the connection problem. I'm sorry for the connection problem. I can see one person online right now. Yes, I'm sorry for the connection problem. I hope Baku, who gave that, I'm sorry my connection went off. I don't know what happened, but briefly. So I'm back. So I think the other video should be loading somehow. So I was answering the question regarding Baku. Baku was saying that Buea is not giving up, he's denying or whatever. Of course, we are also denying because Buea is denying. So we have to keep the pressure. Don't expect Buea to give in so quick. Buea cannot give in so quick. So at the end of the day, we should know that this is a resistance. A resistance, it's not an easy fight. This is the longest, protracted, strongest winning ever protest ever organized in Cameroon. Ever since we started protests in the world or in Cameroon or whatever, this is the longest, the most united. And that is why the resistance is so tough that Buea cannot even leave the country. For the first time in 2 months, he's still in the country. So we have to keep this pressure. Buea would not easily accept or bow down to you. That is a fact. So you have to keep the pressure. They would obviously accept. And this is a technique just to know that we are winning. There is what they call the two-way communications traffic, the two-way communications model. Basically, you have to know that there are two things. It is all about listening and speaking out, listening and talking. For the first time, the regime is listening to us. They are debating what we are talking about. They are now talking about our key message on federalism or secession or independence, which makes it very strong. That means our message is hitting the target, and the target is responding directly to that message. Don't expect them to easily cave in. No, Mbaku. Don't expect them to easily cave in. They will put up as much resistance as possible. They will try to divide and ruin us. They will try to faction us. They will try to break us down. Don't expect them to easily cave in. And that is why we have to put that resistance and we have to be resilient. Don't be so quick to say, oh, it's not working. No, it's working. Nobody should fool you. It's working very well. Whoever knew that we could arrive at this stage? Whoever knew that? They are doing everything to divide us. So we are winning. We are winning. Buea would obviously listen to us. Whether he denies 100 times, he would finally cave in. The regime is collapsing. Francophones are now joining in. For the first time yesterday, Foncha's statue was raised in Douala. People are already becoming aware. And Douala will soon join in. When Douala joins in, economic pressure will collapse. The economy of Cameroon will collapse because Douala is the economic hub. And when Douala finally joins in, Yaoundé would obviously join in. And when they start expressing their grievances, Buea will panic. And when Buea panics, he will be asking now for a 10-state federation. That is the step. Believe me, it's going to work. Because the Francophones are so disappointed with Mr. Buea. But they want a trigger. They just want a trigger. They just want something to trigger it. So when Baku, Sebastian, says Buea is not listening to us and you're still talking about federation, do you expect him to listen to us? Do you expect Buea to listen to us? He will listen to us under pressure. When he sees that his regime he would soon die. When he sees that the regime is caving in, he would call us for dialogue. He will call us. And we will not listen to him as well. Full stop. So how long will the protest last? Nobody can pinpoint when the protest will last. It is how long can we keep our resistance? As simple as that. How long will the protest will last depends on how long we can keep our resistance. How long we can still keep the same velocity and momentum. So it's up to you. You can answer that question for yourself. How long do you think you can resist? Tell me. I think we need to make it clear to the consortium that the only way out is now a federation or secession. Of course, the consortium says federation, but I would strongly add secession on it. But if they think federation is okay, I don't have a problem with that. And if they think they are our leaders, I follow exactly what the consortium tells me. So basically, either 2-state or 10-state federation, which one is better? It doesn't matter. Federation is best if well negotiated. There should be power alternation. That is the hook. If power alternation is a conditional clause on that federalism, it will be perfect. Because we also want to have a presidency. Whether it's in Tarinkun or whether it's in Buea, we should have a presidency too. We should enjoy power. For the past half a century, we've not had power. We've not. So we have to enjoy power. So whether 2-state or 10-state federation, power should alternate to the Anglophones. Full stop. And that is what we should be debating about. We are equal and we are even better off than them. We are the ones fueling the economy. So, bro, Ivo, we are fighting Buea or France because decisions on like this coming from France. We are fighting Buea. Who is France? Are we a colonial country? We are fighting the regime in power, whom some of us, dubious Anglophones, elected him in power. Some of us dubiously elected that man in power. For the past 34 years, some of us have been electing him in power. So we are fighting against him. It was not France who elected Buea. It was us. We carried our hands, took our pens to go and sign that Buea should be our president. So we should sign him out. Let our grandmothers be encouraged to take part in this work. I need questions, please. I just need questions so that we get straight away to the point. Let me look at some of the questions. What do we do? That's coming from Charlie Ewane. Charlie Ewane says, what do we do to help motivate our leaders who are representing us, especially now that, of course, we need to somehow raise funds to support the consortium because, of course, we should appreciate that for the first time, lawyers would sacrifice their jobs and everything for 4 months, no salaries to keep up to this struggle. Honestly, I don't know how to thank them. We can only thank them by probably raising some money to fuel their account, the consortium's account. So let us really congratulate them. I mean, these are not politicians. If they were politicians, they could have been bought over. These are individuals with no political affiliations. So we should really thank these guys. Honestly, this is a fact. We should thank them. Country boy, I need the video, please. Yeah, I'll download the videos and share on WhatsApp. All right, bro, Ivo, we are fighting. Okay, I think I've answered that question. Let me go straight away to other questions. All right, Jerry View says, there are various fronts in this fight, including online lawyers education. Please make awareness on the role of the spiritual as well. Yeah, that's right. Many people have been talking about that. Vincent Asanganye says, is it that we cannot stay on our own? We can stay on our own. That's why we're putting on resistance. We can stay on our own. Federalism means we can stay on our own, and independence also means we stay on our own. So if we have federalism, it's as good as independence, provided we have power alternation. There is no difference, rationally thinking, between federalism and independence. Rationally thinking, there is no difference. Because with a federal structure where you have power alternation, you're as good as independence. Because you manage your taxes, you manage everything, you do everything, and you're well equipped. You manage your resources. So, how many towns are ready for the work? Mark and I, in a couple of minutes, we'll be accumulating every data we have to know exactly where to map the towns and that. So, what is the action at the level of the international institution? I don't know. I've not been following the international institutional levels, as you ask. Dollar bills. Wow. Good name. All right. Nasaru Williams says, what do you think can be done with the blacklegs among the Anglophones? Well, I asked a question about that yesterday, and some people were saying you have to crucify him. Some were saying you have to nail his balls. I don't understand what that means. All right. Njukang Ason says, what do you think about the impeachment of Barrister Harmony as the major representative of the struggle? Do you approve? Do you think it divides us, or it empowers us by showing that? Okay. Basically, I think if you can impeach, or if the consortium, for example, impeaches anyone, it shows strength, it shows resilience. Nobody is above the law. And according to what I've been reading so far, Barrister Harmony has not been so impressive. I don't know, maybe on Al Jazeera or whatever, most people would agree that he has not been so impressive. But however, if someone is impeached, it doesn't mean that he should be sacked out of the consortium or whatever. He can still be there, maybe as an advisory body, because he still has the knowledge and he has a way forward. But at this stage, I think as we are getting into 2017, we should not be holding secret meetings. Every meeting must be transparent so that the people, or us, the public, can hold those leaders accountable. Once you start holding meetings, secret meetings, you are becoming, or you're crippling the struggle, because many exchange hands and probably you kill the fight. So we want to hold the leaders accountable, like what happened in Bamenda. our eyes were even in the hall. We saw everything happening, so that at every stage we track every action and we hold our leaders accountable on every decision they take, because those decisions would affect us and our future generations. So if you see somebody holding a private meeting, impeach him. If you see somebody holding something dubious, impeach him. If you see somebody doing something terrible, expose him. If we've been doing that for Atanganji, for Paul Biya and the others, we should not be indifferent, or we should not turn a blind eye to what is happening around us. All right. So what is the state, what is the present state of our brothers still in captive and Konengi? We need those people to be unconditionally released. And that is why I was so impressed when the teachers yesterday said, we will not hold this meeting unless all our brothers and sisters are unconditionally released. The lawyers today entered the meeting in Yaoundé on a truce, and they still repeated the same statement, and that is the power of the people. They must be released before we forge ahead, before schools even think of resuming. Of course, schools will not even resume, because we need dialogue on federalism or secession. Full stop. Hi, bro Ivo. There is a meeting point for the march in Bamenda second. Yeah, we'll be coming up with that. Today, latest today, we'll be putting up exactly the meeting point for all the towns that will be holding the march. Baramak, my brother, very good, well-trusted friend, and another trusted friend of mine, Achiri Bermando, are working on this. It is not easy. Sometimes when I'm asleep, Baramak is up typing. When he's asleep, I am up typing. So basically, that is how we alternate. And thank God that we live in two different countries. When he's asleep, I'm working. When he's not working, I'm up. So that is how the struggle continues, and we'll see where it ends. All right, let me get this straight. Kemal says, I'm concerned with the unity of those fighting for the Southern Cameroon problem. What can be done to make sure all the various groups be on the same voice and ideology? At this moment, we are united as pidgin-speaking Cameroonians. That means for this time now, so all we, the group, was served like pidgin people, then we will talk pidgin, fine. That means more not even look say we be in a political party, more not even look say the man is stand for federalism, the man is stand for independence, the one. At least we'll get two options. That one our key message them: federalism or independence. So respect any man with you, because you fight for democracy. So start respect that democracy now. So if some man stand for federalism, accept the views. If some man stand for independence, accept the views. But if some man stand say Biya must go, deny that one. If some man stand say we'll use violence, deny that one. If some man stands in a political movement, deny that one. If some man talks say the one a rebellion, deny that one. But if some person talks say federalism or independence, accept that one. So now our goal than that. Someone they fight each other for that one. For this stage, now two stages in there for reach that dialogue table. We get to unite as pidgin speaking Cameroonian them, and we'll talk one language, and we will not be in a political party. We get to unite like that one. If you talk pidgin like me, I don't even know your political party, JP Kamol or Kemol. I don't even know your political party, Edmond Aloros. I don't know him, but I believe say you write me for English and I read them, and I want to say more unite because we talk English, we talk pidgin. So once we unite, we'll get stronger power, stronger voice, we'll get stronger verve, we'll get stronger everything for push for that dialogue table. Because the same strategy we'll get announced on the same strategy way they win for both federation and independence. A lie? The same strategy. You need to discriminate. So we'll get to implement the same strategy united as Anglophone them, so that we'll hit to that dialogue table. Once we hit to that dialogue table, then we start discuss now whether we want a which better option. Because we also get to accept, say the other party go want either one of our two options, because we give all parties an equal voice on the dialogue table. That is the essence of diplomacy. Giving is what we call inclusive diplomacy, giving all parties an equal voice, an equal and opposite voice on that dialogue table. Once we go there with our two options, we'll tell and say, okay, when I choose which one, you go find one, which one you go find we. If they say we'll go for the eye, so we'll not find for the eye, may they drive with our independence. If they say we'll still find for the eye, more will negotiate on federalism, so that federalism it will get power alternation. That means the power they come up for this side, it come for this side. It come up for this side, it go for that side. It come up for francophone, it come for anglophone. It come up for anglophone, it go for francophone. And once we get that power, believe me, if we be president, if we get president for inside Anglophone Cameroon, that president will easily give you independence, because it control military and it control international affairs. That means say all diplomatic missions them, now you control them. Of course, United Nations and all of them, now you control them. That means say we don't win. And no bloodshed. No bloodshed. But if you want to fight independence now, be ready for bloodshed. And I no go ever accept them. I no go ever accept bloodshed. Not in my life. Not in the history of my blood. Or my unborn children. No, never. I no go ever accept them. I go always deny them. Because no independence need to come without bloodshed. At this stage even, mark the talk of pigeon because I go repeat myself again. At this stage even, forget independence would a lot there are, in fact something the way they call and say cost and benefits. They cost them plenty past the benefits. That means say the losses plenty past the benefits. If you want to get independence now because you go fight for the street, and first of all be small, Francophone they no ever agree because all our resources then for all their resources then for our land, they go put resistance. Save Buea go use the military for Kiwi. Save everything will go lost plenty people them and we no go still end up win because Britain and France they no go want to fight over we. They've been a very good friend them for that overseas country, for that oversight. They no want fight up because of we. So the best way we will do and I say, would they now so even if you start war for Cameroon, people they get money for Cameroon, Anglophone them, where they think come on go then Dubai, go China. So who go fight? Oh man, if you go apply for visa now for go Dubai, they give 15 years. You go apply for visa for go China now, they dash you and dash them. So who go she don't fight? Believe me, even for 1960, 1970, 1980, you get them. People they now they no get opportunity to travel out. So they no get no option that for she don't for inside the country fight. But now so with this globalization, where even Nigeria there for their free border entry, who go come on go with Nigeria? Who go fight? Who go fight? Believe me, who go fight? Man, no man no fool you. No man no fool you. Only small bro will be happen last week. You will see how many people they kill them for Bamenda. The next day the whole place quiet. So now that small thing, then you want to go fight big one. No, it not be necessary. It not be necessary. More stop them. Other way there will be na people that don't get big book. Other way they forget independence. They plenty. I feel list you about 10 strategies them where you feel get independence without any bloodshed, without any a single drop of blood, without any. 10 strategies, winning strategies. But I know go talk and because Francophone they listen me now so. So believe me, when I tell you say we want independence or federation, just accept them. Move forward towards that dialogue table. For now, we get to be united. We get to be united as Anglophones. That is all. All right. Have you guys filed a letter of complaint to the United Nations Security Council? I don't know about that. And right now I'm dealing with domestic politics. That is what happened in Cameroon. They can hear us. There is nothing to hide. We are speaking the truth. Exactly, Fanuel Noir. My strategies are very open. What I always suggest, I always apply what they call reflexive control in security studies. You destabilize your opponents by exposing your strategies, but he is confused because you are practicing a game of incomplete information. He doesn't know exactly all your information or all your what they call contingency plans. He doesn't know everything. So you destabilize them. That's a Russian strategy that I'm applying for this protest on my own part as a citizen. You may be applying others, but if you've noticed me, I always expose everything that I'm about to do. But the regime does not know exactly. They are suffering from a game of incompleteness, incomplete preferences, or incomplete information on our part. So they don't know exactly what do they mean. You know, how to get it. So we dribble them, but we expose our strategy. So they are confused. So we are so clear on that. But at some point, we will not be talking about our strategies anymore. So we shall fight for independence or not, or fighting a war. I will not be talking about this thing of independence. Anything independent of federalism, I ignore. The biggest fight is ahead. Nigeria is a federal state, but I will not talk about that one. Buea does not know how to dialogue, in my opinion. He will know. He will know. You know, you will know something when you fail. When you fail, you learn. Buea is failing, so he's learning. So he will start knowing how to dialogue. Don't think Buea is a king. We have always been revering him as a king. That kingship is no more. Those dubious Anglophones, please give their numbers. We need the numbers of any dubious Anglophone like Gugumo. We need the numbers and the house location and everything so that we expose on Facebook. We put on Facebook. They should know that they are risking their families, they are risking their own lives, and they are risking their properties, which they have stolen for over the years in the gangster regime. So they should we should expose their numbers so that everybody knows exactly where they live. Simple as that. We just need to know where they live. Give us their numbers. Those Anglophones who support that gangster regime. and who wants Buea not to dialogue with us, like Gugumo. Those are the killers of democracy. We need to expose them. We need to expose them very well. So, bro, what about our English political leaders? They have to involve in this. Yeah, of course, I spoke about that in the previous videos. Beba Manix. Sorry, I have a problem pronouncing names. Ion Chris says, I am scared they can't grant federation. I'm not talking about that, please. All right, please, let's not be overwhelmed with the emotions and give wrong facts. Sir, I plead your indulgence to give only what you can defend. I don't get it, Funuel. I can answer. People have done that. Do you know the number of reports the UN gets on the table? Okay, thank you very much. That's Arvana. Brilliant. I always get a glass of water just by your side when talking. Thanks for this. I have water here. I have this. All right. We should fight for independence. Okay, good. Welcome. All right. That's your right. You have the right to seek for federation or independence. It's your right. And you don't have the right to impose your ideas on other people. So good. Violence is not the solution. Of course, violence is never the solution, and it should never be. Okay. Buea does not know dialogue. Okay. I think so far, if there are no questions coming, then we are done for today. Any other questions? Let me know. The house location in the GPS format module. Yeah, we need the house location. Those politicians who think we are joking about this, we need to expose them, expose everything about them, their families, so that we know we name, shame, and blame them. The game here is naming, shaming, and blaming. Just like what happened to Atanganji. We name, we shame, and we blame. That is the best strategy. So what about students? They are willing to join the strike. Students, not only university students, not primary school or secondary school or high school students. Please keep students out of this. These are vulnerable people below 18 years. From the university, you're already mature. So those are the people we are targeting. So they are youths. So keep students out of this. Please don't use students. Comrade Ivo, next step, you should build a daily rally talks and talk about change. Comrade Ivo, next step should be a daily rally and peace walk until change comes. Of course, yeah. Thanks for that brilliant suggestion, Duke Collins. Ivo, what is your view concerning the failed teachers and lawyers meetings with the government? Of course, it's not a failed teachers and lawyers meeting. It's a winning teachers and lawyers meeting because it failed on the part of the regime but won on our part. As simple as that. I don't know if you get it. It failed on the part of the regime but on our part we won. Because if that meeting held and was successful, we should be crying today. In fact, die for day big compound. But now the meeting was very unsuccessful. So I don't know what they'll be telling Buea for his New Year speech or whatever. It's a failed meeting on their part. We have nothing to lose because how empty can you empty an empty cup? How empty? You want to empty an empty cup? Impossible. So at the end of the day, it's a failed system. It's a failed system. We are already empty, so there's no way you can empty us again. We don't have anything in our cup. So thank you very much. That's very brilliant. What is some water is poured on my table here? All right, good. So let me take some other questions. What are the teachers in the Francophone? What about teachers in the Francophone zone? 2017 will be a year of strategies. Believe me, as we get into 2017, Buea will cripple. Buea will cripple. He has been pulling this for a long time. The regime is fracking. So God bless your efforts and protect you. Ivo, will Facebook not consider publication of individual contacts? What we'll do basically is to create some fake accounts, put the publication there or whatever. We put the names, then we share. So Facebook blocks the other account. It will not block our account. All right. Why have we not named or shamed our MPs and senators? We will name and shame them. So don't bother about that one. Verify your Facebook account. Okay, I'll do that. All right. Bro, you guys should try to Southwest region or whatever. Atanganji ran with his tail in his legs. Okay, good. So basically, this is what we should be looking at. Let me take this question. Some days the consortium is illegal. Someday the consortium is illegal. How can we make it legal? They could say, okay, some say the consortium is illegal, or is that what you mean, Esino? The consortium, we are the ones to give that legitimacy to the consortium. Just like I have said, the regime, the Buea's regime, has lost its legitimacy in West Cameroon. The military has lost its legitimacy to hold and control us. So the consortium is very legal. Very legal because all of us Anglophones have legalized it. We don't care if the Francophones or the regime, the gangster regime, says it's legal or not. That legal body, you must listen to it. Just like you who seek for independence say Biya is an illegal president or illegal whatever, you don't recognize him, but you still want to hold dialogue with him. Biya, on the other hand, will not want to recognize our consortium, but must hold dialogue with us. So it is a very legal structure. Okay, yes, we have to Walang those people. And here, Walang, just to emphasize here, Walang is an MP in Mezam Division, Walang Richard. A very dubious MP who takes money for projects but never executes any single project. So I propose a word, the verb to Walang. Because Walang, the Womb Road and all of those roads, he never executes projects as worse as the Womb Road, as diabolic as the Womb Road. But he took billions of CFA francs to tar roads to execute projects, and he has never done that. So we should start naming, shaming, and blaming politicians with their names. For example, if something is bad, just say it has been wallanged. This bottle has been wallanged. Mr. Biya has wallanged this country. This meeting Walang today, the lawyers and the teachers meeting Walang today. So once you start using those verbs, those people will know the implications of that. Just like Atanganji, used for a verb for Atanganji, but the verb to Walang means a bad thing. Something has Walang, or something will Walang tomorrow in Cameroon. Full stop. Or La Republique has Walanged us. That is it. So, Ivo, what about the exams in Yaoundé? I don't know about the exams in Yaoundé. Biya has no choice. Of course, Biya has no choice. So, is the consortium a base to form a political party? No, it has no political affiliations. So, let us not make the regime think that we are begging it. Thank you very much, Iron Chris. Thank you. That's a brilliant suggestion. We are not begging Biya. We are not begging him. He must listen to us. As simple as that. Ivo, I still ask, should any meeting held again with the government, if they should show commitment to listen to our objective? No meeting. Every meeting that should be held must be held with a consortium. It should be held with a consortium. So we are the ones to tell the consortium that, look, you are the ones now to start holding meetings and hold it on behalf as a consortium. While Tasang Wilfred has fought his fight, he's good. We appreciate him for that. Let him back off. Now he's part of the consortium. He should surrender his powers to the consortium. And the consortium is a group of lawyers, teachers, Bayam Selams, and the rest. All these stakeholders represented, who are representing our collective views. The word collective, not individual. Collective views. So they are representing us, and they should be speaking for us. So any meeting as of 2017 must be held with that consortium. No longer Tasang Wilfred, no longer this or whatever. So we are the people to give them that voice, and we have the people to take out that voice from them, because we are the majority. 96% of Cameroonians, 96 Anglophone Cameroonians, or Cameroonians basically, are below 55 years. All of us are on social media. We are the ones to give them that power. So the consortium acts on our power, our collective power. So as of 2017, no meeting with them. That is why the regime trembles, because we speak as one. They have tried to divide us like from Northwest, Southwest, as that puffed face, ugly bastard called, how do you call him? Famindongo came to Bamenda to sabotage us and wanted to bribe teachers. He had bundles of money. We saw that. I'll put the picture soon. He had bundles of money in his hotel room. In his hotel room to bribe us, but we denied. So we will not accept to be divided as Southwesterners and Northwesterners. We are one people. If there should be dialogue, it should be transparent media coverage, dialogue. Thank you very much. Brilliant, Arvana Lydia. Of course, we are in a democracy. Everything must be transparent. If you're holding a meeting under lock and key or in communicado, then there's something dubious about that meeting. Ivo, what is the exams of teachers in Yaoundé? I don't know about that. All right. Yeah, puffed face. It's a puffed face Ndongo. That's the word I use. Puffed face. It's a puffed face guy. All right. You see his face like just puff anywhere. Puff and beans. All right. Peter Mafangi Musange is also a black leg. Yeah, we have to, please, you don't end at calling the names. You end at calling the names and putting their telephone numbers. Call the name, telephone numbers, and house address. Name, telephone number, house address. Name, telephone number, house address. So that we all have their telephone numbers, because we have the names and we have the house address. All right. If the government claims majority of parents and teachers and students want to go back to school, and teachers are, they push. All right. I think that was a comment anyway. So we have the duty to liberalize the La Republic. Yeah, we have to get the duty to resist. Who is the head of the consortium? The head of the consortium is Dr. Barrister Agbo Mbala. All right. Transparent meeting. I think so far we've answered the questions. I come on once in a while because I just want to discuss so that we have a broad view of what is happening, so that it's not like I'm just doing videos and putting them online, or Mark is just writing something and putting online. No, sometimes we need this facial discussion to discuss, you debate, to put your questions. And I also learn as much because you're giving me suggestions as well. So that's participatory politics. All right. Do you think that the consortium should not hold any meeting in Yaoundé? Don't you think the consortium should not hold it? Of course, that's what we said. The consortium should not hold any meeting. Should not hold any meeting, any dubious meeting, especially in Yaoundé. They should come and meet us in Buea and Bamenda, because once they meet us in Bamenda and Buea, we have the right to resist. It's very transparent. So as from next 2017, that was a brilliant comment. I think someone wrote that. Let me read her name. That's Neldine Dinka. As from 2017, because we know that we are also a country and we are also a people, they should come to us like they came to Bamenda or Buea and discuss and hold this meeting with us. We have every means to even invite them. We can pay their flights because they can fly from Yaoundé to us, to here, La République and West Cameroon. We can pay their flights, we give them visas so that they come, they fly over to us, we give them passports and everything. They hold a meeting here and they go back to ask us whether we want a federalism or independence, to put that in simple words. All right. Where do factions like Mosaic, SCNC, etc. fall on in this? I don't really know about that. I don't know why we should be coming up with so many factions. Believe me, I don't know why we should be coming up with factions. We have already so many people trusting the consortium. Once you start bringing up factions, you are dividing the struggle. That's my humble take about it. If you really want to be part of the consortium, form a winning coalition, group yourselves as those factions or whatever, and elect somebody to be part of that consortium. Full stop. Elect. It should be transparent. Call Frunzi, call SDF, call SCNC, call all of them to sit together in one room. Then form a winning coalition. Send out the press release that we have formed a winning coalition and we have collectively elected the following people or two people to represent at the consortium on the advisory body, because they are advisors. They are politicians, so they should advise. That is all. As simple as that. Yeah, we have to give them visa. Anybody like Famindongo, I don't know why we were supposed to give Famindongo's visa to come from Yaoundé to Bamenda. We have to start giving them visas. They cannot just come into our land anyhow, sitting from the Yaoundé, inviting us for a meeting. They are ridiculing us. All right, where do factions? Okay, I get it. All right. Let me see. Even parliamentary sessions should go live. I mean transparency. Yeah, Josephine Bessem, parliamentary sessions always go live. When I was working for CLTV, in fact, we've always been covering these parliamentary sessions live. Radio has always been covering parliamentary sessions in La République. I like that word, La République. This protest has made me to understand certain words like La République. so they have always been covering parliamentary sessions live in La République. So all parliamentary sessions are always live on radio, and TV as well. It's always recorded. Like what happens with Honorable Wiba or whatever. Of course, CRT camera records everything. Then the editor. I have my editors, my guys in CRTV, Henry Echo, I greet him especially. These guys edit it, and of course, they put it as news or whatever, as news feeds, and they can take it out and share it on social media. So it's as simple as that. Live around. Let me see. Do you know what is happening to the famous statue in Cameroon? Oh God, have mercy. It's a shame, idiots Cameroon call police. All right. Basically, I think we're done so far. If there are no more questions, I've been on for a long time now. I have to also go and catch a break. Please, what is your say about the Abuja verdicts? I don't know about the Abuja verdicts. I don't know. What do you mean by Abuja verdicts? Maybe I will learn about that. Ivo, please don't forget, after all this, we have to build a wall at Matasam. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting one. The wall should be an ideological wall. I don't believe in so much walls. So the wall should be an ideological wall where we have our own ideology and the Francophones have their own ideology. Our ideology is that we are transparent, we practice good governance, we don't accept bribes. In fact, there are so many things we do. They have tried bribing us, we've denied. And believe me, the youth of today, let us be united, please. There is just one thing that has been dividing us. This Southwest-Northwest fight. It doesn't worth it. It doesn't worth it to call a friend that you are a Southwesterner or you're a Northwesterner and all of those things. Like I read from Nonokele's War. That was so divisive. At this stage, we are young people. Our parents have succeeded in dividing us, and we should not accept. We are mature people. My children will not know exactly what is Northwest and Southwest. Your children also should not know exactly what is Northwest and Southwest. Tell them that we are one people, we are Anglophones, and we love each other. That's all. These tribal divisions and the rest, it will pull us apart. Please, please, this is bad. And for once, I want to send a special thank you to Tasang Wilfred, who denied holding the meeting yesterday on one condition also, that as he puts it in his own words, our Southwest brothers and sisters were not part of the meeting. Hear his words. Our Southwest brothers and sisters were not part of the meeting, so we need them. Of course. So that was a big blow to the regime, because they now know that we are united, not as Northwesterners, not as Southwesterners, not as political parties, not as this, but as Anglophones or pidgin-speaking people. So we need that unity at this moment and forever. We need that unity. Every dictator is a coward inside. They might pretend that we do. Don't mind if this video is so long. It's just a fill in questions, so at your leisure time you play it and listen, and we know exactly what we've discussed. So this is not the regular short videos I do. All right. What about the false report of La Republique has sent to the embassies abroad? I don't know about that. Okay, yeah. The false report. Of course, you see, we play smart before. That is Kemtaji Moses. Chotaji. He says, what about the false report La Republique has sent to her embassies abroad? What has been done about that? You see, we are very smart. That's why I say we are winning this war online, or this cyber war online. Because before the regime sent their reports, we already went to the embassies and protested. You see the role of the diaspora right now? Some people say, oh, diaspora should come back home. That was it. We already filed complaints, a series of complaints at every embassy, even at the United Nations. So the La Republique is acting after us. So he who reports first, of course, will have the leverage. We already reported them. The online media saw it. The US government released a sanction letter that was presented to Buea to warn him that he should pull restraint and he should call for immediate dialogue. The U.S. Embassy, the U.S. Department of State did that. Several organizations have been speaking out against what is happening in Cameroon. So Buea sending a report is just to say, I'm sure they have slapped him, so they say, oh, you have to apologize, or you have to tell us what is happening. So that is a lame duck, it's a paper tiger. I will call it a paper tiger. It is a paper tiger. It is worthless. It is worthless. So we have won. We have won. So we are very smart. Anything that happens with your phone, if you see something, record something. All right. They are trying to use the divide and ruin. No, not divide and rule. It is divide and ruin, Josephine Beng. It is divide and ruin. Ruin. It is not rule. They are not ruining us. They are trying to ruin us. So it is divide and ruin. Divide and ruin. They are trying to use that kind of strategy. It will not work. They want to set confusion between Southwest and Northwest. That is why they have always termed us as Anglophone. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they want to say they will not succeed. So can we invite all medias for the second? We can invite the journalists, but I don't think it's necessary because we are all the journalists ourselves. What I'm doing, I'm not using CRTV. You have your phone. That's why I say if you see something, record something. If on the 2nd of January you're working on the street, report yourself. Put your things on social media. Here we are. Take your selfie. Here we are in Bamenda or something or whatever, protesting peacefully and walking and enjoying ourselves. Take a bottle of coffee or whatever, or Coca-Cola, and give the military. Take flowers. When you see the soldiers, give them. Buy Coca-Cola. These are very simple strategies. Buy Coca-Cola and all of those things. When you see the soldiers, say, just walk up to them and give them. Oh boy, master, don't try. Take this one. Boy, Ashia for work. That is so peaceful. It will bring them down to nothing. Just take a bottle of Coca-Cola and give them. Please, I think I will need to put that as a post. Take something, just buy something refreshing and give these police officers. Don't be violent. If you try to be violent, you have ruined us completely. I will back off from this protest. Don't be violent. Don't. I still repeat. Simple as that. Even the sources inside us within the military, inside that, then within that military, I don't get police them, BB commissioner and BB colonel for army, where they don't tell me say that they support we 100%. Anglophone them, where they don't talk say that they support we 100%. Say the only thing we no do and I say we no use violence. Now so that military people they tell me, I don't write on my page. They tell we say they support we 100%. That means say we get correct case say beyond the cry. That's in that way they tell we. I write on my page 2 days on yesterday or something. They write me, they call me, tell me, say, Ivo, thing one they do am no, na correcting. Say they support we 100%, 100. Say mo no even use any violence. Say mo just continue to do am. Nothing that way they tell we, say they protect we. Say the sister they suffer, they talk say the salary is small. So tell any man, where if some man don't tell you, say may you go cause violence, tell them say you no cause any violence. I beg bro, I beg brother, I beg sister, no cause any violence. All right. I love that they ask the parents to go and respect and treat the officers with kindness. Of course, we have to buy Coca-Cola, please. If you're going to protest on that 2nd of January, get a bottle of Coca-Cola or get a bottle of something. Just get a bottle of juice or something. One for the military, one for the soldiers. When you go there, you go and give them. Or even buy beer. Buy beer for inside bottle self when they like beer very badly. When you go there, buy canned beer, something canned. Buy something, just get one. It's a Christmas, it's a New Year day, right? It's a New Year day, so I think you've had drinks. Just get one, just say Happy New Year, bro, and be very nice to them. They will not do anything. Be very nice, please. I can kneel down. Be very nice to them. They have told me with all honesty. Please be very nice to them. Just get a Coke. Just get even something, whatever. No put poison inside bag. No put poison. Very bad. Just get something and then you go and give them. That's all. Yeah. No, it's not poisonous. Just get something. Get something. You can even get it and then open it and drink it and you give them. So it's nice. Just be nice to them. Or you can get flour. Or you can there are Christmas flowers around. Get a flower and just hand them. And as you're giving them the flower, you're videotaping it. You're videotaping what you're doing. So you give them the flower. All right. Someone says I'm a humorist. Of course, I like cracking jokes. That's the other part of me that people don't know. All right. They would think that you want to poison. Yeah. All right, bribing them to let us protest. Okay, of course. All right, I think we've been speaking for a long time. It's always good talking, but of course I have to catch some rest too. So please, bro, inform the people that no drinking before the match. Oh yes, no eating even, because that box belly day. If you chop plenty for New Year Day, you will get running stomach and you will want to go toilet. Cameroun never get toilet for corner road. It means you go to shit for corner road. That means in a very bad thing. That if I see man is shit for corner road, piece of corner road, I'll call police. So any man, no say if you want to go chop a chup, no mix on arrow. If you want chop arrow, no mix on jama. If you want chop jama, no mix on cock. If you want chop cock, no mix on bele. Chop one chop is correct. Chop one chop is correct. Because big day, not the next day. I beg brother. All right. The Fronts and Chiefs and Northwest should be cautioned not to play with this fight. Of course, I will be from now to the 2nd of January. I'll be doing video live every day because just to sensitize the public. The same things I say here. Please, just simply take a phone. You call your family back home, or you call any person with this way the corner. You tell say, I beg, nothing this way will do am. Not Ivo. Nothing this way we do am. Do this, do so. I beg, brother, I beg. Take even flour, buy some Coke. You are the public relations officer for this fight. Nobody is taking the fight. You are the public relations officer. You are the leader. So please do this. All right. What time is the match starting? Yeah, we are still working on the time because we want to make it coordinated or what they call simultaneously. We want to simulate everything so that once it's happening in Cameroun, at the same time it's happening elsewhere in the world. So it may happen in Cameroun at 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock or something, because other people are getting up maybe later in the day or something. I don't know. We're trying to figure out the best possible time to have this peaceful walk. Peaceful Anglophone walk. We call it power. All right. I feel uncomfortable with you making mention of names of people you realize with CRT. You realize CRT. For me, you're putting them in. No. These were my former colleagues. Not people who have been feeding me with information. No. Those, I formerly worked for CRTV. And I have a couple of friends from Moki Edwin, Kenzika, Charles Sama, all of them and the rest. I worked for CRTV in 2008, 2009. I was for CRTV 2010. We are the ones who were the pioneers for those that Halo thing. We put up CRTV to its mark. I even reported for Cameroun Calling. The youngest person who has ever reported consistently for Cameroun Calling, Tapang Ivo Tanku. I'm sure many of you know it. So basically, unfortunately, I was not recruited with all the talents as people said. I left and I got enrolled in diplomacy in IRIC. God blessed. But unfortunately, when I graduated, I did not want to be a diplomat. I moved on. I went to my international organization because working for that rogue regime, it's disastrous. With how much salary? 140,000 salary as a diplomat? Really? And you have to pay a house? You have to pay this? At some point, we have to start breaking down the salary so that people should understand that with the 140,000 salary that Ivo should have gotten as a career diplomat in Minrex, he will pay his house, he will get married, he will buy suits, he will send money to his family, he will do this, he will do that. In 140,000 salary, that encourages bribery and corruption. So there is need for every political reform in this government. There is need for that. All right, we need to talk about this more. I will not go into that deeply. So I send a special shout out to all my friends who are at CRTV and who have been helping somehow because they're Anglophones. They have been broadcasting some of our reports and the rest. Of course, it's great to acknowledge them. Nobody's exposing anybody. So, absolutely, a million-man march. However, I called my father back home and he was not aware of the strike. Is there any... Oh, okay, that's Young. So you call your father back home. If he's not aware, then you tell him. Because as I have said and I have repeated, we are the public relations officer for this protest, which means that we have to publicize the protest, which means that every information you have, share with your father back home. He may not be aware, but you should be aware. You should be better informed than him. So you have to give him that prior informed consent. You have to tell him exactly how to go about things. That is it. So that is why I cannot divide myself across the globe. Do it. You are there. You are sitting watching me. It should not end at you watching me. It should end at you debating with other people and sharing the information. That is our strategy. That is our winning strategy. So call somebody, call them and tell them to tell some other person. So we are the public relations officers. All of us, you and I, you watching me as we are debating right now, please tell some other person that this is how you should go about it. Tell somebody. If you end with this, then you're greedy. All right. Let's forget about the disobedient. Good. All right. Good. What if the roads are blocked? The roads are blocked how? That's what I'm saying, that this protest, you don't need to leave from one town to the other. Wherever you are okay. That means you leave from your house in the morning, you gather at the three corners. If you're in Kumbo, you simply go to Squares. If you're in Bengui, you go to Mbon Market. If you are somewhere around Jindom, you go to Ntat Market. If you are in Manfe, you go to that stadium. If you are wherever in Buea, you go to that Bongo Square or wherever. If you are in Tico, you go to that Tico Market. Just like that. You don't need... They block the roads for what? What are you going... Are you traveling? You're not traveling out of the country. You're not traveling out of the town. Stay where you are and do the protest there. So it's as simple as that. No roads blocked. For how would they block the road from your house, the entrance of your house to the three corners? Really? All right. Good suggestions to inform those in your villages. Let's call on the chiefs and forms to inform them. Yeah, you should call them, not Tapang Ivo, because this message ends somehow. So you are the ones to further this message, push the limits of this message. Tell somebody. Play it. That's why I do short videos. That you should play it at the parks and everything. It's we please help in us winning this fight. Help us to win this fight. We are winning. Just make it facilitate that we win quickly. All right. Maybe her father listens only to CRTV. Okay. Brother, don't mention. Nobody should even listen to CRTV. CRTV is crooked. It's a crooked CRTV. They lie so much. Don't even listen to them. Brother, don't mention names of our brothers at CRTV for the Gangster regime will start investigating them. Of course, we are not mentioning names of them. But we can call collective names like Moki Edwin Kinzika. That's a good journalist. Jimla Nene Shazeka, brilliant journalist. Many of them. Belinda Shaw, good journalist. Fonga Mutabo Bernard, good. We can list all of them. We can call all their names. Would they sack them? They don't sack them. We should give credit where it's due. All right, Chai, I was talking about sharing. Trust me, or I will die sharing. All right, good. All right, what if the military disrupts our march?
The military cannot disrupt our march if we are peaceful. They will not. They cannot disrupt our march if we are peaceful. Come with a bottle of Coke. Come with a bottle of canned beer. Come with a bottle of something. On that day, when you reach, just simply walk up to the military. Bro, Happy New Year. Or I begin to think about you. Take a master. Just take a manager. You try. You do good work. Flatter them. Say, boy, they do good work. I beg take a master. Manage the one. Now my own small thing. They one give you. The work at this one job worker. One just to hold our placard. We need to do anything. We need to hoist with flag. We need to do anything with job worker. Even accompany with self. Now all that simple. Simple. It makes a huge impact. And you will see you cool down the hearts of those people. So such, and after that day, I will not be calling them anymore that gangster gendarmes or Boko gendarme and police around. All right, Ivo, they can do that. All right, yeah, great. Such protest needs approval or no approval for what? It doesn't need approval because you're just walking. It's a walk. Such is not a protest. It's like a walk. So you don't have the right to walk in your own West Cameroon. Really? Will somebody stop you from walking? You gather, you walk. You tell them that you're walking, you're doing your sports. You walk. You simply reach at the 3 corners and you walk. That means you just come off your house, you enter for 3 corners, you just walk. Are you? Yes, print papers about the protest. Of course, print protest. Print your papers. Hold a simple paper and Federation or Independence on the dialogue table. That's all. You may want to say, okay, we need UN. We are angry. Of course, we are angry. And we are hungry too. All right, so basically, I think we've spoken a lot about this. So the baseline is very simple. Let us be the public relations officer. Someone says, Ewan JN says, I would like you to say something about the Okada riders, at least an appreciation. Yeah, of course, thanks. I did a special video for the Okada riders. I was appreciating them very much, and I will still appreciate them. Okada boy them, when I salute. Any man with the corner Okada boy them, made a tell say Tapang Ivo they salute them. That means say we thank them plenty. All we they salute them, including Tapang Ivo. You too they salute them. We thank that Okada boy and say where the body don't help we or they don't really help we for push for democracy for this country. Now them, if no be Okada boy, then we not even they play with it today. So Okada boy then I beg Mona no do fight. That rubber gun, that baby rubber gun Mona no bring again. Back. Mona no bring that. Mona keep that rubber gun for us. Keep that rubber gun. Just keep that rubber gun. We don't need them. Just keep them for today, for that 2nd January. No bring anything, bro. No stone. No bring stone. Back. Okay, boy, then I beg. I trust Mona. That means na Mona the whole way of this country. Mona small time when I go turn inside chair them for office. That means they wanna go enjoy something when I go tire. And the Okada boy they be good. They never get money, but they resist bribe. Because they find a resistance. Will they resist even bribes? So Okada boy them attack kuna plenty. All right, can you call a heart with army who is working under control? You can call hearts, of course. You can tame a lion. If you can tame a lion, then you can call hearts. So that's it. An army is somebody like you. He has a mother, he has a father, he has a brother, he has a sister. So it depends. Once you provoke people, just like you are also provoked and you go angry, that's the same way the army man gets angry. Once you provoke him, he gets angry and he can shoot. So just like you are angry about Mr. Buea, the same soldier is also angry when you provoke him, when you abuse him, when you curse him. So don't curse, no curse person. No curse army man. When you see so just to say grandfather salute, no curse she. No curse she. If you curse she, go shoot you and you are provoking it. So stop anybody who wants to abuse an army man. Nobody, just allow them. Give them praises instead. Say una Asha bros, Asha, salut grand frère, salut grand frère. That's all. Just like me, if I'm provoked, I'm angry. One more of a soldier who has a gun. So if you provoke him, they are pushing him to his own limits. And when he starts fighting with you, then it escalates. So stop that. Don't even, if you see them, go and give them coke rather than provoking them. Try this new strategy and it works. If you try it, if it doesn't work, then come to me. So that is it. So thanks, brother, for Carter of Black or something. Remind everyone, same message on placards. Yes, thank everyone, William. Okay. No one has a gun. Okay. And he has a gun. Of course, Tanto Lionel. He has a gun. Don't provoke anyone. Please call somebody. Call back home. Tell anyone around. Who, especially the leaders who have volunteered to lead this protest, to lead this walk. Nobody should provoke any soldier. They are humans like us, and they have the same grievance. And when you provoke him, do you know whether his wife denied him sex last night? Or maybe he woke up bad and his children were asking him money and he couldn't give or something? He has anger in him. He's still holding the gun under scorching heat. And then you are provoking him? Really? He's a human like you. He's a human like us. I have spoken to colonels. I have spoken to the military, the commissioners of police, and they are all with us. They say we are doing a good thing, but we should not use violence. That is their words. I cannot put it up. They say we are doing a perfect thing. They support us 100%, but they don't want us to use violence. They want to continue, so want to not use violence. That is what they said. All right. All right. Ivo Pobia regime killed my brother. I am a police in Austria. Of course. Sorry about that, Mangenge Paul. He says, Ivo Pobia regime killed my brothers. I'm a police in Austria and I want to fight back again as I'm in Cameroon. What can I do? Please tell me. Just write to me, inbox Mangenge Paul. Let's talk about this one. That's very sensitive. Okay, the handling of the coke might be provocative. Remember these French guys, different culture. No, just simply say, Grand Frère, I beg, I think you one bottle. It's the same. There's nothing provocative about it. Grand Frère, I think give you one bottle. I think give you your shark master, your shark. You want to drink small thing. Exactly. It's not provocative. Say, Grand Frère, I really like the work. It's your manners of approach that matters. It's your manners of approach that matters. Thank you very much, Robert. I'm Afu Tamilong. Very brilliant guy. Thanks very much for coming in. All right. I think so far I've spoken a lot. And let me end the video for today because I have other things to do. Thank you very much. I just hope, I pray, the main message, the main reason why I came online was to tell everyone that we are the public relations officers. And if this strike succeeds, it's because of you. It's not because of Ivo. It's not because of whosoever. It is because of you. So you have the moral, you have the civic, you have the political responsibility to call anyone back home and tell that person that, look, this is how the strike should go. These are the rules of engagement. Do like this. You can come with a bottle of Coke. You can come with a bottle of juice or a canned beer to give the soldiers. Don't provoke them because they're humans like us. They carry guns and knives and they can kill us. So do not sabotage or do not ruin the future or ruin or put the lives of somebody who is also protesting in double jeopardy. Don't do that. Protect the lives of your brothers and sisters by not being violent. Because if you're walking and you're that violent person, know that there's somebody innocent who is not violent. So don't jeopardize the risk of another person, please. It's just a walk. It's a simple walk. Come with your tennis or whatever. You can come with your shots, and that is it. So thanks very much. I really appreciate the time you've taken off to listen to me. I really appreciate everything you've done. So far, we are winning, and we're winning fatly. And of course, not fat, not like to gas. Fatly. And of course, we'll continue to win. So we should be non-violent, and this is a peaceful strike. And 2nd of January, from the 1st of January, we have a series of strategies. Of course, there'll be no schools. From every indication, the GC will be halted. They are doing everything to continue the GC or whatever, but will be halted because we are having grievances. And from every indication, by January 2017, believe me, we have had freedom. Freedom from all of this slavery, suffering, and inequality. We will be free. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the time you've taken off, and God continues to bless you. And please keep spreading the message. Tell somebody. You may not share the video, but please call somebody and tell him, because I believe we are all making calls back home. We are all greeting our parents for the Christmas and New Year. So once you call them to greet, tell them something. Thanks very much. We'll catch up some other time. Bye-bye.
When injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty. The people of West Cameroon have a duty to resist your oppression.